Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris. This is Stannis Orders. And this is kind of dumb, but fun. And yeah, I don't know. Um, I booked out a bunch of other races, and then I realized that it'd be nice to get some other people some runs. I was looking later in the month, I couldn't find it. And then I stumbled on a race, of course, on the 30th of July, which lines up quite nice with the Nassau that Double Double is running. And now Out Cold and Shy Prince both kind of got cheated out of wins. We didn't lose any rating without Cold. We did with Shy Prince. And I just felt, well, they're so tired. It's so close. I really shouldn't. And this could be killing both their chances to get to 140 rating. But there's also a run that I've never been able to do. A race we just have never been able to get to. And I really like it. And I don't know exactly how this is going to come together. But I think we full send 2 horses in one race. If you know, you know. If you don't, we'll get that. But no dwelling. We just got to get into the day's racing. And up first should be the Nassau. Or maybe we get to the right date. Maybe we get to the right date. And it might have just been spoiled for you if you didn't realize, but hey, double double. A little lazy, okay. Good horse. Clash for an Else is a great horse. We're going up against older horses. Double double. I've got it a mile 2 almost exactly. I don't think we're going to win this. I think this is going to be a very, very tough race, like early on in the season where you're racing against the older horses. But I think we ride this one straight and then we just. I don't know what we're going to do with the other one. But yeah, we're at Goodwood. A mile 2, Nassau, Class 1, Grade 1, 3-year-olds and older on the turf track. We are the only 3-year-old in this field. I think Molly Valley won it last year. We are joint favourite, but Clash for an Else, I feel, is the one that might go ahead and take this. A bit of a bad break there. We're going to go towards the rear of the field alongside Abigalia Cruz, Molly Valley, and Clash for an Else side by side up ahead of us with Twilight Fairy in the mix. Bramosia, Heron, and Arundhati Diplomacy leading us out. Very, very dangerous to have the two monster horses close to us. I know we are a little detached at the back. Need to make up some move. Double double really needs to start coming in to this one. Isn't right now. Twilight Fairy going for this. Molly Valley going for this. We're coming through from the back. It looks like maybe leaving ourselves too much to do. Clash for an Else does win it. We do just get right up alongside Molly Valley. Short-headed out, though. Bit of a shame. And yeah, just beaten by older horses. Really not the best in the world. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Glorious Goodwood, huh? Last minute additions. David Cabrera on Out Cold. Shy Prince ridden by Florent Geroux. Frankie Dettori is in this race. Dancing Prize. Diamelina Appeal. We haven't seen them for a while. Dangerous horses and a couple. Exemplary Coup and Brimstone Maguire from Britain who could be good. Out Cold and Exemplary Coup. Shy Prince keen and slightly agitated. Oh, you don't like to see that. You don't like to see that. Let's try and get Oak Cold challenging later. Neither one of them trailing. And I don't know. I don't know. This field is good, but I don't think anybody's really on distance. And I just want to run it. And I'll take responsibility for what happens. But the Goodwood Cup, 2 miles, Class 1, Grade 1, 3-year-olds and above on the turf tracks. We wanted to be running distance. Our horses are trending towards distance. We've got 2 here that are possibly close to 1.5 miles. So what's an extra half a mile with no adaptability? Honestly, 2 great jockeys, 2 great horses. One chance. They're both tired. They ran 2 days ago. They would run better than this normally. We get all that. We're kind of on a hiding to nothing. But ultimately, we don't care. And both are out of the gates fairly well. Shy Prince and Out Cold move to the lead alongside Jamalina Appeal and Neil Lodge. Back to Place Muslin, Dancing Prize, Anemone, Amo. Mind your own vibes. Brimstone Maguire's in the mix there. Astracad Knock, Exemplary Cool, right towards the back. Animal, Old Lady says, Anka Lima, Alexa. We are still holding in those stalking positions just behind the front. Neil Lodge with us, Dancing Prize in behind, another dangerous horse. And Emily Amore and Place Muslim now joining us, as well as the rest of the field. We're coming up then to the last half a furlong. Out Cold holding on to second. Here comes Shy Prince starting to make a move. Neil Lodge and Dancing Prize. Mind Your Own Ribes has seemingly been done with this. Out Cold, we told him to challenge a little later. We're going to go up for this one. Exemplary Coup is coming past Jamalina Appeal. Who's got the rocket ship? Brimstone Maguire, another dangerous horse there alongside O'Cole, but Shy Prince now charging, moving to the outside, coming round the outside of Exemplary Coup. Brimstone Maguire taking the lead though, and they are going to get up. They are going to get up. Brimstone Maguire with a great run, taking the Goodwood Cup. Shy Prince and O'Cole take 2 and 3. That is an absolutely phenomenal performance, considering both of them raced just 2 days ago and should not have been in this. They should not have been in this. I think I got the jockey instructions right for O'Cold and for Shy Prince. Both were good runs. They were a little tired. They would have probably won on another day, or even if they just weren't so tired. 3 days ago, they both rode. They shouldn't have been in here. But boy, good runs. Shy Prince recovers up to a 130. Out Cold keeps at a 130. Pretty good. Brimstone, we did highlight, probably would be a good horse. They took the Gold Cup, something else. Like, I really want to run the Gold Cup, but, like, that's just a non-starter right now. But yeah, they're coming alive towards the end of their career. 6-year-old takes a Gold Cup at Ascot, takes a Goodwood Cup at Goodwood. 2 grade 1s over distance. But boy, we came close. Boy, we came close. Kind of proud of those runs. Proud as well. We rebound on the rating. We got screwed in both of the races. 2/3 row cold. A 5th and a 2nd now for Shy Prince. But no jockey instructions for distance, and Shy Prince went for it. I do think, yeah, there's a ton of distance in this horse. Makes me slightly rethink this booking. I don't know. They'll both be shorter tripped in. Yeah, we knew that. Plus, they were tired coming into it, and they still almost took the race. Yeah, maybe go for the Breeders' Cup Mile. I'm not sure that's like a realistic feeder there. A little strange on that one, but yeah, like I don't know. Sometimes I need to do things, and I can't really explain why. And we got away with this one. 100% got away with this one, and they do have a little over 2 weeks to recover, so they should be fine. We'll see when they get there, but they should be fine. I don't recommend over racing your horses in that way. Also, like I say, I'm not entirely sure this is good for me at a mile 2, but we will challenge earlier and just try and steal it that way. Move into August. Out cold, booked in. Friday auction looks terrible. 8th of the 8th. Let's see them. What we got? 2-year-old auctions. Breeding not really showing anything. Grade 1s, but no other money. Unrace. Going to be running a maiden today. I mean, possibility for that. What, like, why are these always in claiming races? Why aren't they getting picked up when they're winning multiple claimers? No distance change there, no distance change there. Yeah, I mean, just really, they ran on. Tiny little bit of money, grades on both sides, not from their actual parents. It's not a bad horse. If it wants more distance, that's not a bad horse. I have identified the two most expensive horses. Not that it's difficult to do, but yeah, see if I can steal like a good 2-year-old that's short distance and probably going to stay short distance. It's kind of my idea here with these auctions, because normally they're just super expensive and you don't really get anything back that's worthwhile. But again, I feel it's worth the risk. That one didn't pay off, doesn't even have other stats that I like. And would be okay if it wasn't for that potential bar. The rest here just seem fine, to be honest with you, pretty decent. Yeah, you are technically running today. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. I gotta do that. And then that. Okay, so again, more auctions not worth getting into. Noblesse Oblige. 1 mile 1 in the Whitney after the Haskell and the South African Classic. Hat trick of wins at 1-1? Maybe? If it is, then if we continue to just do well and win at a mile 1, then yeah, we kind of have a good horse to try for the World Cup races next year. I just don't know if we're proving much against some of these horses, if they're really good or not, if we're really good or not. I mean, that's a solid one because, it's a Triple Crown race, but it's also got Tidal Avenue and Quincy Passion, who we know are solid horses, and we beat them, you know, decently. We got beaten by Buckers off distance. So hard to judge, but not something to be harsh on. And then Passion, Livingston, Irene, Gulch, Rantha blew up. Haskell's a good race. 2. I find it very hard to judge this horse. I've got to be honest. And we're sitting on 7 grade 1s. And I'm still not convinced about this horse. So the Whitney, I think we just send. We look okay. We're tipped. We're favourite. Don't know much about this field. So 1 mile, 1 furlong Whitney then. Class 1 grade 1 for 3 rows on dirt. Another prove-it opportunity for Noble Oblige, who does start okay. Not too bad. Gonna sit in the stalking positions then. Ep100, a horse we haven't seen in a while, just on our inside and a good horse. Elkmate Wate, another one we haven't seen in a while, just in behind with Remote Links contender. Our leader is Tamaye's Time, Watchkeeper Zinger, Blair Humble, and Morecambe 7 at the back with Cara Blocker, who's now moving towards the inside a little bit. Very dangerous horse there. So 3 or 4 big names here. We're going to go around the outside of one of them and go for this. And we do drive out to the line. Like, Ep100 didn't really challenge, which I'm surprised by. Cara Blocker right at the back, I'm very surprised by. And nobody went early. Everybody kind of left it. But a nice charge for the line. We stayed out ahead of 2 very solid horses. We beat 2 better horses down the field. And, yeah, I guess Cara didn't settle. I wasn't really looking at other horses in the paddock, so. Yeah, again, I don't fully know. But we jumped 4 points from the Haskell and 4 from the Whitney. We took 3 from the South African Classic before that. We are jumping up. We did get a 119 before our stumble. We're all the way up to a 128 now. We're one of the highest rated in the entire barn. 8 grade 1 wins. 10 of 13, almost 5 million prize money. And I'm still not sure just how good Noble Oblige is. I'm still not exactly sure. If you think you know answers on a postcard, very, very interested to see what people think of this horse. Because I think these bars are okay. They're nothing crazy. We seem to be settled at a mile 1. It's a touch over our breeding indicator, but it's right where his sire won a lot. 1 mile 1 up to 1 mile 2. I love the fact that the breeding indicator for Sweet King Braze, now we've actually got rid of him, says 4 miles 2. What the hell is going on there? I don't know. And yeah, Life Quest was basically a mile up. And a very good miler. Yeah. Feels like we're going to probably jump a little in distance, maybe. And if we do, then I don't know. It's still the most adaptable horse we've got. May still be the best case for the Triple Crown World Cup races. Maybe. I still haven't found a name I like for those. The World Cup races is fine, but like, I always want to say Triple Crown or the trio, the triad. Like, I want to find something for them, but I haven't really come up with something I like for those. Okay, the Rainmaker is back. Good win last time. Good win last time. Saratoga Derby was stepping down slightly. We got adaptability, and I think we're slightly more than this distance. And this just screams challenge early. Don't trail. Challenge early. Form horse, top rated favorite. And the horse pushing us closest in all three categories is Technohead Daylights back again. Tycoon's Irene, Gara Shift also in this. Rosalind's Auroras, I'm not entirely sure that I know that horse very well. Yeah, the Arkansas Derby. And then we just haven't raced any of the others against them. Okay, but a grade 1. Ivan Proper is back again. Mansion in Home is back again. Quincy Passion back again. Villafranca Rose back again. Gemma Margi back again. All these other graded horses. Lamarita ran well at the Invitational, as did Home and Propra, which is where I know them from recently. This is a solid field. This is a really, really solid field, but it does feel like a bunch of 1 mile 2 horses or more. Okay, tipsters say Margie. We look okay. Aurora's is lazy. Hom is sweating badly and agitated, as is Propra. So we take out some of the rest of the field, and we're back probably to us and Technohead as the two that really should be favoured for this. The Saratoga Derby then, Class 1 Grade 1 for 3-year-olds on the turf track. 1 mile, 1 furlong, 110 yards. And this could be a little tough one, but a nice run for Rainmaker, who is a good horse and should win. But this isn't a walkover. This isn't an easy race. We should win, but anything can happen. La Marita Beware up in behind Technohead Daylights, leading out ourselves, Quincy Passion and Ivanov Propera. Garage Shift and Villafranca Rose in next with Mansion Home. Tycoon's Irene, Gemma Margi at the back with Rosalind Auroras, the horse we don't know, right at the rear. We move up slightly before the turn. We're going to start the edge ahead now. 1.5 furlongs from home, and we are already in the lead for this one. Quincy Passion in second. Technohead dropping back a lot, which is great for us. We got Gemma Margi and La Marita Beware making some moves, but by God, the Rainmaker takes this one comfortably in a very decent field, in a race that we had to kind of adapt to. 2.5 lengths, beating some pretty damn good horses. Go up to a 129 rated. Absolutely fantastic. And yeah, we like Rainmaker. We do like Rainmaker. We just wish we'd have got over the line at Belmont. That's it. That's it. Just wish we'd have got over the line at the Belmont. I'm so disappointed, but hey, 2 from 2 then to open up. Obligé with a good win at the Whitney. Kind of really like that horse. If we can figure out how good they are. If we take out the 2 New Zealand races, we'd be 10 of 11. Yeah, we'd be 10 of 11. And I think we'd be very, very close between them and Rainmaker in our thinking. So that's kind of the only thing. Rainmaker hasn't had that stumble, whereas Nobles Obligé has. They have, yeah. Okay, then. The one we've been waiting for the longest, as everybody else has got their runs, is going to be Lingualini Cartel, who's going to run the Primoni in Deauville. First up, Nobles Obligé. Poor movement, limped. We got buck shins for 8 weeks. That's 2 months out. Nobles Obligé, which, okay, I mean, 8 runs this year anyway. if we do rest until next season, I don't think that's a bad thing. We can get a couple more runs for sure, but our first injury in a while. It is our first injury in a while. Let's go to Deauville then. The Francais, the Prix-Morny, 6 furlongs, something that Nobles Oblige won last year. Lingualini took their maiden at Delta Downs by 2.5. The little over one to win at 5 furlongs in a Grade 3, and then down to South Africa at Scottsville to take the Alan Robertson Championship by 4 lengths. Probably won't be watching the replay of anything there. But yeah, that was our first big race. We're in this 102 rated. We're still holding our distance. We can't really improve. We look good. Are we good enough? I don't know. Tanmir Bluebell, again, another very high rated off the back of a maiden. They never really run that well. I've got to say, in the few races I've gone up against 2-year-olds with a maiden win and a 120 rating, they've always come like mid-pack at best. They've never even really challenged. We know Sila Oli is in there and will be a threat. Zuko, Sent, Valentine, they're all coming across with us. Yeah, the fact that this isn't a domestic is intriguing, but I don't think it'll do much. And as for the domestics, they've never been read. So yeah, we are there. Sila Oli. Zuko is lazy. The domestics are pretty much all unfit. One is okay. Bluebell looks okay. Ours to lose, but Ollie is here, as we like to call him, O'Reilly. So yeah, we will see. 6 furlong. The Prix-Morny at Deauville. Class 1, Grade 1 for 2-year-olds on the turf then. Don't think we've been in France for a while, honestly. Like I say, a very intriguing, tough field, but should come down to 2 Americans at the end of the day. A solid start. We move up towards the front. Useful Scent, Tanmir Bluebell, and Castin Pinker at the front. Zuko and Valentine are there. Virgin, McRae, Thompson, Spinell. As we come down to it, though, then the final furlong and driving for home. Shemazuko doing pretty good. Dapper's Valentine, very, very strong towards the end of this race. And just about going to take this from us. Oh, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that. I knew the Americans as a whole would be strong. I was kind of worried about Siler Orley and didn't really consider a late charge from Dapper's Valentine. She surprised me. She surprised me. Lingualini jumps all the way up to a 108. Very, very nice. Yeah, we're pretty much filled out. Yeah, I was kind of expecting to win that. It's kind of shaking me a bit. Okay, a couple that we maybe haven't quite got right. Trip appeared to suit well. You were 5? You didn't feel like a 5. You didn't feel like a 5. Are you going to jump? Over the next week or so? You're going to jump in stamina and go to a mile? You might well do. Hmm. Very good closer. We did okay against a solid field. I am wondering if that is a slight distance issue. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think on that one as well, because that's kind of an interesting one for me. It didn't quite feel like we were right. Okay. It's got to be breeding cells. Yeah, it is. Okay. 3rd of September, 2 grade 1 wins. United Nations at a mile 3. And we don't know what the other one is. Okay. Sheepshead Bay, the New York, and the United Nations. Those are the grades we can see. Came 3rd at the Yorkshire Oaks. Came 3rd at the Jockey Club Oaks. I'll say 4th at Jockey Club Oaks. Came 3rd at the Royal O. And came 3rd at Belmont. In a race that I want to forget about because Promise Princess should have won that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Money on both sides. Okay. Hmm. It's an interesting one. Um, yeah, we might forget about that one by the time we get round to it, but yeah, I kind of want to go see what that one's about. Kind of want to see what that one's about. Um, all right, then. Well, get on with the next couple. Let's check. Yeah. Kind of what I thought. Hmm. Decision time. Decision time. We did just run them tired back to back. They did really well. Oh, what do I want to do? I think out cold, if I were to run, would be jockey instructions a little bit, maybe. Um, no, probably just run out cold as they are. Sorry, Prince, we definitely have to challenge earlier, wouldn't we? Do I want to do these? Don't want to do these. How much do I want these races? Apart from ratings wise, I'm not sure I exactly do. Gotta be honest, I'm not exactly sure I do. Yeah. We can't be far off. We can't be far off. 30th of July was the 18th. Yeah. This could be a huge mistake. It could be a huge mistake. Shy Prince. I got a challenge earlier. I got a challenge early. We are favourites at the Quick Four and Mtotoraki. Know both those very well. Know some of these horses fairly well. Okay. Very solid field. We are the best horse here. We're also the youngest horse here. And we're tired. We're telling them to go early. Is this the right decision? I don't know. The international then. 1 mile, 2 furlong. Class 1, grade 1 for 3-year-olds and older on the turf track here at York. It's a solid start from Shy Prince. Got unlucky in one race. Ran again 3 days later with a very good run. Didn't get a win, but a very, very good run. And now a solid start. Up alongside third Mirba, in behind Safa Cruz. Mtotoraki, the French demon, on our inside. Jessica's popping. Resha One's just in behind with Volabea, Lynx, Ithaca, Roxy at the rear, and Etiquette for the grey against the rail. The main threat, I feel, in this field alongside the yellow silk Frenchman, Mtotoraki. We're all in fighting position. Everybody kind of in a line. Shy Prince as the field kicks on the final half of furlong. And it does look like Shy Prince just about gets up and clear. Nobody was moving out of furlong. Very little movement as well. Up to half a furlong. And then we kicked on, but we weren't really making distance. And everybody kind of kept pace. It was a little worrying. La Rocha wants good horse, comes in second. Volabea Lynx surprise for me up into third. Safa Cruz fourth. And Totoraki just couldn't get into it. And Etiquette Four, again, not great from them. 130 rating. Shy Prince, tired, young, holds a 130. A little disappointing, but that's 10 Group 1 wins on a 3-year-old. It's been a little while since we've had that. It has been a little while since we've had that. Yeah, I do feel we're at mile 4, maybe a mile 4.5. We can come down a little bit, even though we don't have adaptability. I wouldn't want to run anything under a mile 2 with jockey instructions. And I wouldn't want to run anything below a mile 3 naturally. I probably wouldn't want to go much above a mile 6 to a mile 7 because I don't think we'd win. We came close, etc. We might do. If things get a little squirrely once you move pretty much above a mile 3, I think anything close to a mile 4 horse could probably run all the way to 3 miles in some ways. Because you're racing against other horses probably on the same distance that you're used to running. So, yeah, very interesting race. Not comfortable one. Not one that we kind of got that we would have wanted. It's another laid-back race for our cold. We don't love that. The field, Maranatha Grey, we get to see them run without that pink triangle. Tyler James is back. Twilight Fairy. Andalib Salt is here as well. Bunch of Americans. Don't know what they're going to do. Okay. Cold is tipped. We are very calm, so is Heather Riley. Old Lady says is agitated, as is Salt. Everyone else looks okay. I don't really know what this field's going to be like or what the challenge is going to be. We did challenge later, and that was a touch too far anyway. The mile 4 was okay. I think I just run a mile four as it is. I don't know. I don't think it's perfect, but I don't know whether we're over a mile four or under. I honestly think we might be a touch over, but again, probably not enough for me to confidently go and challenge early. So the Yorkshire Oats then, here at York Racetrack, a mile four Class 1 greyhound for 3 year olds and older upon the turf. We are favourite, we are good, but we are going to face challenges. Same silks as us. Is Maranatha Grey on our inside there? Side by side out the gates. We get out okay. We will move up ahead. And they'll move in just behind us. With Miniature Santa, Megas, Kinsale also in the mix. Twilight Fairy to lead us out. We've got Underly Basalt, Heverly, Tala, James. 3 good horses there. With Animal, Old Lady Says, Dreamy, Chartridge, and Personal Siren at the rear right now. 6 furlongs to go, rounding this turn. We hold in second place. Megan's Kinsale drops off a little bit and then comes back up, and maybe using some of that stamina up. Heverly, a good horse, and they are in the mix here alongside us right now. And as we push on and we kick on down the home stretch, are we catching them? It doesn't look like it. Heverly will take it. They were one of the main ones. The game was kind of flagging to me there. The rest of the field didn't do much, didn't look great. Yeah, I don't quite know where we're at. I think, though, I think we might be holding back a little. I think we might have a little more in the tank. It's really difficult to judge, but I think we might be a touch more than a mile four. And that could be a good race to test it in. Raki, Knowles, Foy, Fairy, Santa, James, Poppet, Kit Kat. We haven't seen Kit Kat in a long time. Oh my god, they're going to be dangerous. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That we recognize will be a good test. But it's Muslim, we don't know very well at all, I would say. Lucky Sage, I don't know very well. Huh. Yeah, that will be an interesting one. That is one that we can, don't know about should, but can test that. 100%. We can test that. Yeah. I just, I'm just thinking now, like I booked everybody in on their distance. Maybe there was an argument that I should have booked Shy Prince instead of Goodwood, which was a great run. But instead of Goodwood and instead of the International at York, should I have booked him into the Guineas? Could we have got down to a mile? Could we have got down to a mile? Because that would have been here, right? Yeah, okay. Could we have got in and around the right distance here. I don't know if we could have got down to a mile. I don't, but if we could, moving up to a mile 2, no, sorry, up to a mile 4, and then finishing at a mile 6 could have been. I don't know, but I think we're back playing spoiler again, right? A mile 4, Mana Lurker, and Shy Prince. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. September 10th, I think. The 9th. Okay. It's gonna be really tight. But you can spoil the party there. And you can spoil the party there. I didn't think about the first legs. I honestly didn't think about them. They're a mile. We didn't have 3 rows at a mile. Noblesse oblige. But would they get to a mile 4? Possibly. Probably not. Mile 6? I don't think so. I didn't think about people like Shy Prince who sat at a mile 4. A Mana Lurker who sits probably at a mile 3. So I guess we're just stealing those legs instead this time. Because usually we'd have milers we'd run for the first legs. Now we're taking the mile and a half second legs and maybe even the third legs at a mile 6. We're being nasty with it. We got bullied in New Zealand. We almost took America. We did take Canada. We forgot, really, to give ourselves enough time. And we went past the first legs of South Africa, France, and Australia. And we went and played spoiler in those 3 and did so well. And now we haven't gone for the first legs because of distance. And also, again, just wasn't thinking about it. But UK and Ireland. So we're now off to play spoiler in those 2 again. We're 5 days out from Japan. We're 5 days out to Japan. Weigh in on this one. The Satsuki show is a mile 2. I can run that. The Tokyo Yushin is a mile 4. I can run that. The Kikuka show, a mile 7. I can run that. The Shy Prince go to Japan instead. Normally, I'd say yes. Now I'm looking at it, and they just ran this, which we didn't need to run. It does allow us to run that, but we could also put someone else into this. Five days. Who could run from a 3-year-old's in 5 days? Mana Lurker. Probably a mile 3. And I've already got you in for the Satsuki show. That was going to be a one-off. Okay. Hmm. So if you're not running Ireland, Mysterious Trader's running here. It's gonna have to be Rainmaker with the adaptability to spoil Ireland. It's gonna have to be. Mana Lurker, Mile 2, with challenge earlier. I think I like. The Yushun run normally, I think I like. And a mile 4. And then it's a mile 7. Like, can you realistically even get that? Yeah, let me know what you think. Comment sections. I'd prefer this to be Shy Prince, but Shy Prince just ran, and this is 5 days away. I'm not gonna lie. If I'd have actually have thought about it, then yeah, don't run Goodwood. Just allow Out Cold to run Goodwood. Don't run Judmont. Instead, hold off and just do the Triple Crown in Japan. And then Mana Lurker, who I'd already booked in for the first leg, but they instead could have run the International. I don't know. I don't know. Lots to think about. But we don't normally target UK or Ireland. And we definitely haven't targeted Japan. Shy Prince feels like they're built for it. Mana Lurker's not that far behind. Very unproven at a mile 7. That's almost 2 miles. Yeah. I don't know. Mile 2, good. Mile 4 should be good. Mile 7, interesting. Could be our only ever chance. Or first realistic chance, at least, to take the Japanese Triple Crown. Oh boy. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you feel. As always, in the comment section down below. I'll see you next time, though. In the meantime, check out the playlist and memberships available on the channel. I've been Chris. Fun and games. We're going to spoil a bunch more Triple Crowns. Maybe go for one ourselves. And just see how it all plays out. But, yeah, I feel like we're definitely doing better right now. There's a few hiccups for sure. But, yeah, we've got some good horses with some good races doing big things, and it ain't gonna get any easier. Next video, we start the Japanese Triple Crown with Mana Lurker. Cross your fingers. All the very best to each and every one of you. Take care, stay safe. All the best. I'll see you very soon. And we head to Japan for one last shot at a Triple Crown.